A lot of filmmakers moving to New York. What's your take on Mamdani?
I think the election of Mamdani
So a new poll just found that over 1/3 of Democrats now identify themselves as being a democratic socialist. That was fast. That was fast, man. Just within 1 year of Mamdani being in power as a democratic socialist, and directly showing, right, that, a politician can actually work for people, not corporate interests, not work for the establishment, who does not want to maintain the status quo, who actually does want to do all these big changes that he has accomplished, right? It has directly showed people that change is possible, and now in turn, so many people, again, 1/3 of Democrats now view themselves as democratic socialists, and I do expect this number to go up as well. There is definitely a popular progressive movement that is taking place all across this country.
Socialism is now on the ballot across America. So how did we get here? Let's start back in 2016. Bernie Sanders is running for president. He starts this nationwide movement. Instead of just ripping it apart, the Democrats force him out of the race, and then we know what happens from there. They did the same thing in 2020, by the way. 2018, AOC takes down an establishment Democrat, Joe Crowley. He was a part of the leadership, chairman of a committee. She takes him out. In 2025, they needed more reinforcement. No one thought he could win in New York City, but Mamdani wins with the help of social media. And if you look at the Democrats, because of all of the splits, they feeling like the establishment not representing them, 48% of Democrats say that they feel that their party has betrayed them.
will be seen in the future historically as the turning point when America was gone forever.
J.D. Vance was on the show, and I told him that if the Democratic Party keeps going in the direction of the DSA, my vote was in play.
Yes,
I don't
a
know.
lot of
For a very
top
long time,
Democrats are quitting.
people have been
simply
calling
because
this
of what is
out,
going
and
on in
it
their
is
own
actually
party.
happening now.
I
I
saw
watched Democrat
strategy
coming out to
Jame.
say he made it
He's
clear
leading
the Democrat Party.
If these people
on the
continue
same
to be
party
there with some of
Hassan
these
is
people,
another name that is coming in,
and it has reached that
This should
level
tell you
that
something.
Hollywood actors are now calling
Rob
out
Schneider here, I believe you
these
see what
people
he
to a
said.
level not seen in a
James
long time.
Look at what he said about Mamdani.
Taking a look, I believe you saw the video.
B had a segment
where
yesterday. He called this
Mamdani actually had a
They've
fight.
had
That video is
it
going
here.
viral.
And they can't take it
Rob
any longer.
Schneider, I think you know him, Hollywood actor. He replied to that video, this guy should be deported. Mamdani. James Wood here is sounding an alarm.
That a majority, overwhelming majority of Democrats agree with me. But this idea that we're going to seize the means of production and just go look at the DSA platform. You don't have to look any further than that. And, Jackie, it may be that the two-party system is just going to be under tremendous stress here in the coming months. You see it in with Tucker and Martin Taylor Greene, and on the Republican side, you see it going on right now. And I can't sit here and tell you for certain how this is going to turn out. But the one thing I can tell you for certain, Hassan Piker and James Carville are not going to be in the same political party. One of us is going to leave. It might even be me.
This guy is leaving the Democrat Party as a result of what these people are doing. If this guy can sound this way, then you need to understand exactly what is actually happening. It has reached here and these people can't take it any longer. It is extremely concerning at some point.
Well, here's proof that the Democratic Socialists of America are actually just communists.
So we're going to put up on the screen a few of the things that are part of your platform, and I want to ask you, just give me sort of a true or false on these. Abolish the Senate.
True.
Okay. Replace the presidency and Supreme Court as we now know them.
Yep.
Abolish ICE.
Absolutely.
Abolish borders and give amnesty to anyone currently in the U.S. illegally.
As a long-term plan, yep.
Defund the Pentagon.
Absolutely.
Abolish prisons, at least in large part.
Yeah, again, as part of a long-term program, yeah.
Okay, so no prisons. Government or public ownership of most large corporations.
Yeah, absolutely. Abolishing prisons, abolishing ICE, abolishing the police, abolishing the Pentagon, abolishing the presidency and the Supreme Court, abolishing the Senate, and mass amnesty, rent control, government-run grocery stores, basically anything that consolidates power and centralizes government planning. Anything that tears down America. That's what these Democratic Communists of America want and what they're running on. Like these three bimbos just elected to Congress, and this literal supporter running for Senate in Michigan. And this chica who's running for Congress, who thinks America deserved 9/11, they're here, it's happening, they're in. The same ideas that inspired Mao's Great Leap Forward, which 40 million people, Vladimir Lenin's Soviet Union, which nixed 20 million, Castro's regime in Cuba, tens of thousands, North Korea. And I promise you none of those tyrants mentioned above campaigned on destroying their countries. It started with, well, we just need to seize a little more power temporarily so we can finally deliver land, peace, bread, and equality. Nobody else can do it. We're the only ones that can fix it. Lenin's Bolsheviks ran on peace, land, and bread. They sell you all these promises. And then all of a sudden, you have one-party control, the abolition of independent systems, and centralized economic planning. And that's where the gulags and the famine came in. So the Democratic Communists of America, their ringleader, Hassan Piker, he literally spoke to the College Democrats Convention wearing a Mao-like suit, Mao Zedong, who ended up killing 40 million people. He dressed like him on purpose. What is going on? It feels like this is coming out of nowhere, but it has been brewing for a while, and I do think it's important that we know about it. Trying to make communism work is like trying to date the guy who's just inherently flawed and broken.
If you notice, a few weeks ago, Bill Maher had an interview with the vice president, and that interview went viral. Some people started saying, oh, Bill is now a Republican. He has changed his mind. You know, at some point, if you look at that, Bill did not actually say he has changed to a Republican. He said his vote is in play, implying if things can't change, he might choose a different candidate. And being a Democrat does not warrant like he has to only vote for a Democrat. If you see Democrat coming out to say it is because it has reached that level that they can't even control any longer. These people are taking over the Democrat Party. And at some point, you can't deny it. It gets crazy every single time when things like this are happening.
One of the new soon-to-be Democratic Congresspeople, Darlisia Chevalier, supports seizing all properties from landlords and said seize the means of production. Mamdani has said the end goal is seizing the means of production. I think they want to seize the means of production. Now, maybe you missed that in school or missed school altogether, but that's communism. Now the coalition within the DSA, called the Marxist Unity Group, is in ascendance, and I must take them at their word when their words include our commitment is to the long-term struggle for a fully liberated, classless society, in a word, communism.
You know, the kind of policies that these people are actually advocating is something to be concerned about. Like, everyone should be freaking out. They want to abolish this, they want to do this, they want to do this. It starts gradually, and when people see it, ignore it, that is what they like. They start coming in numbers. And at some point, you will not even notice when this is over everywhere. If someone told you that in 2026 this will be happening, you would have said, no, that's a conspiracy. I don't want to listen to it. But look at what is going on now. I don't want to go into the real politics of this. I'm just reporting these videos because these people are blowing an alarm for people to understand exactly what is happening here, and some people seem not to see it. Reason you see me, I'm just trying to report, show you what exactly is going on. I want to appreciate people supporting, sharing out my videos. They no longer recommend videos on this channel, and it bothers me a lot. And it is not a stopping factor also. I will continue to put out videos. And the short clips you see at the end, that's for the white gratitude. You can always keep. If you see my videos, hit up, share out the videos. That is all I'm begging on you.
If you follow, for me, and it's a period of time that I find very interesting because
feelings that women don't want to be told what to do, that black people are not taking that anymore. Those days are done.
You know, and I had the most incredible group of
format. You really feel, you know,
we were in the
you're out
water
there with
you.
us. Group of
Helen of Troy.
You can see exactly what's happening.
It was on here in the Golden State.
In 39 days, we will know.
fun of people.
And so this is my life.
You're talking about qualification.
Odysseus,
Telemachus,
Penelope, Antinous, Odysseus,
Athena, Telemachus.
This clip of Elliot Page is going to be what takes the Odyssey movie. It's supposed to be a warrior, right? A warrior.
Really fortunate.
Above theirs.